Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you 5 easy businesses to start for beginners in 2019 that are working right now and don't require hardly any startup money, don't require a lot of background experience or special skills necessarily. The first one is a YouTube channel with ads, and this is one of my first suggestions because you can start it for free. You don't need to necessarily be good at a specific thing. You just need to be able to get traffic and monetize with ads. You're able to monetize your YouTube channel with ads once you've gotten 10,000 YouTube channel views, and you just need to make sure that when you go to your channel status and features that you have good standing in copyright status and community guideline status. So these two things right here, you have copyright and community guideline status. Those two things are what you're going to need to be in good shape as far as that goes. So then you just monetize right here. You click enabled, and once it's working, you'll see that, and then you'll see little green dollar signs next to your videos that you are monetizing. So as far as what types of channels do well on here, you can do it in just about any interest that you may have. So you may be into, say, gaming, you may be into doing reviews, you may be doing how-to videos, educational videos, news. So I'll go over a few of them just to give you a few ideas. So let's say you searched Philip DeFranco. What he does, he has almost 6.5 million subscribers. Basically all he does is talk about controversies, news, and stuff like that. So you could get an idea from him, and a lot of his stuff, he's literally just talking to a camera, and he has a little image of who he's talking about in the corner and stuff like that. So pretty easy as far as production, pretty easy as far as always having stuff to talk about. You can just check your news sites on the internet, and hopefully you have a good enough personality that's funny or entertaining enough to keep people engaged throughout your video, like DeFranco does, for 15 or 20 minutes. If you're into a YouTube gaming channel, the Rad Brad is one I like to use as an example. Almost 10 million subscribers. He's about to be eligible for his Diamond YouTube play button. And he basically does gameplay videos. He walks you through how to play these different games. He does all the campaigns. He does walkthroughs, all that type of stuff. So a lot of times he plays games that have an extensive campaign, like Assassin's Creed, or the Red Dead games, Red Dead Redemption games, whatever stuff that has a real campaign to it. And you'll notice that when you see these different parts of his videos, you'll never really see his face. So he could go walking around in public, you would never know it's him. So that's one thing that's cool about that, is he kind of keeps his identity anonymous. You don't even see a picture of his face in his logo. So that's a great way to go. If you like gaming, I would recommend looking at what he does. And let's say you're just into, say, comedy or something. You could do like Jenna Marbles, for instance. She just talks in front of a camera, and she usually just kind of does funny stuff that people can relate to, and does like one video a week or something like that. And she has 19 million subscribers, so clearly she's doing pretty well for herself. And you'll notice that a lot of her videos are pretty easy to produce. She's not somebody who necessarily needs a lot of graphics or animation or any of that type of stuff. So that's another example. Another thing you can do, another good business, is Twitch streaming. Obviously this has really taken off in the last couple of years. and you can do this on your PC, your Xbox, or your PlayStation. You don't have to just do this on PC to be successful. A lot of the players are on PC, but all you really need to do, you need to figure out what your name is going to be. You want to figure out a good name that's catchy, easy to remember, probably 3 or 4 syllables or less, and kind of reserve that across multiple platforms so that you can promote yourself. Because Twitch can be hard to start if you aren't doing enough things to promote yourself on other platforms. So you would like to maybe even get a YouTube channel to match with it, to get your social media tags to match your name, all that stuff, and promote it everywhere. Also, a good thing to do is to play the popular games people are interested in. So right now, you can just go to twitch.tv, scroll down to featured categories. You have Apex Legends is really popular right now. That's a new Fortnite type of game that's free, I think, right now. Fortnite's still very popular. League of Legends is still popular. A lot of them just chat, with their subscribers and stuff. You have like Rainbow Six Siege, still very popular and going strong. World of Warcraft, Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto, all 3 of those games have been out a long time, still going strong. You can see top live channels right now. You can see top PS4 channels, top Xbox channels. So just kind of do what games you're good at or games you like playing. A lot of them will, like this one here, you'll notice that she's kind of filming herself in the corner here. You can see her reactions and everything while playing certain games, and that's something a lot of them do. The successful ones have like their reactions while watching their screen as they play. You want to be funny if you can, or be very informative if you can. Just have some sort of unique brand. Figure out what kind of Twitch streamers you like to watch and maybe do your own version of maybe a combination of those. Play the games you like to play that are still fairly popular, and you should do pretty well. As far as reserving a name from social media, for Twitch, for a website, all that stuff, so maybe you could build your brand faster, sell your own t-shirts and have your own website and stuff later on. I would recommend typing in your potential username for Twitch in here. It's called namecheck.com, but it's namechk.com. So that's how you spell it, namechk.com. And then just type, like, say, obviously Ninja is probably the most popular one. This is going to be taken everywhere, but I'm just going to show you an example. So the ones that are darker colored are the ones that are taken. So in other words, you couldn't get ninja.com or .net or .org, but you could get it like ninja.site if you really wanted to. It's taken all across social media everywhere, and but as far as the ones that are highlighted in kind of a green color, those are available. So just keep that in mind. Try out some different name ideas and see if you can come up with something that sticks. Another thing you can do is freelance writing. Freelance writing is always going to be in demand until somehow they find a way to make technology replace writers, which they're nowhere close to doing. So one place you can check is problogger.com/jobs if you want to see the latest writing jobs. Contract, freelance, full-time, part-time, all that stuff is available on here. And a lot of these are not location-based. You can just work from home. You'll notice that they say work from home, anywhere, remote, United States, anywhere. Pretty much all of these are work from home. This one says Miami, Florida. That might not be. But you can go to problogger.com/jobs and see all kinds of stuff available if you want to write. And then if you want to see sites that pay for like individual guest posts, I have a page here, and I have others as well for different price points. But there's one that has 20 different websites that pay you $50 or more to write a post. So you have like freelance mom. So if you're like a mom and a business owner, this would be great for you. Income diary, another one about making money online. Video editing. You have like Modern Farmer, the Work Online blog. Just Parents. You have Parent.co, the Anxiety Foundation, the Atlantic, Book Browse. All these different sites pay you at least $50 for your guest posts that get published. So you could do that on a per post basis. And then you could also just like go for different jobs on Upwork. You could be a ghostwriter. You could be a freelance blogger, however you want to do that. Upwork is one of the top freelance sites out there. And in fact, they are actually number 443 in the entire world in terms of traffic, according to Alexa.com. The fourth one that you might look at is selling info products. So this is another thing you can do. You can make a product every once in a while, make sure you have traffic going to it, and then you wouldn't really have to work that much on a regular basis. One way you can do this is through ebooks. Now you can sell these on Amazon. Typically, I would recommend non-fiction books because it's hard to constantly produce fiction books unless you're just a really gifted writer. With nonfiction, you can just sell a bunch of cheap books that really help people beyond what like a blog post would. Obviously, you need to justify the price point. You don't want to just teach something that they could get in a blog post. You want to take it to a whole new level. And you might charge $2 or $3, and if it becomes popular, it'll make you a lot of money and build your brand. But kdp.amazon.com is the website you go to here to sell your books for 70% royalties or more in places like US, Canada, UK, Germany, India, other countries on that list as well. But Amazon's still the place to go to sell ebooks. And as far as doing the books, you can do shorter nonfiction books that are just really informative and really helpful. Maybe it's a bunch of lessons you learned in a certain area or something, and make sure you do it for something that is a need for people. Find a good niche for each book. Another thing you can do is a site like Udemy. There's also Teachable. There's others as well. You can make a course. So basically you make a video course. So each video is like a lesson in a greater series that teaches people how to do something. So a lot of them on here, you have stuff like how to code, how to automate things using code, how to do machine learning, how to do Microsoft Excel for beginners. You have personal development type stuff. You have business. You have marketing. All kinds of stuff on here that will teach you a lot about a certain subject. So the way I see it is you have like blog posts and free content, podcast, YouTube videos. Then you have like ebooks and stuff like that. Is kind of the next level up. People pay a few dollars for that stuff. Some books go all the way up to maybe like $20. And then you have courses. A lot of times courses can be all the way up to a few $1,000s on the internet, and that's kind of like where the best information is, where you leave nothing out and you're very, very specific about every detail of how to do something. So if you really are extremely good at something, I would recommend selling a course online. And last but not least is print-on-demand goods. So if you are artistic, or you can find somebody who's artistic, or you have a lot of ideas and you want to go to a site like 99 Designs or even Upwork or Fiverr or another freelance site to hire an artist to make a official logo or something for an idea you have, you can use a site like teespring.com to create these different shirt ideas, and they will also do phone cases, pants, coffee mugs, all kinds of stuff. And what happens is people will buy it through Teespring's website. You don't even have to have your own website. They'll buy it through Teespring. It's your design, and every time they buy it, you automatically give a small commission to Teespring, which means basically you don't have to pay anything until somebody's buying your stuff. So it just takes a small portion out of each sale that you have, which is really nice. So Teespring makes it very easy to sell like all kinds of online stuff on demand. Once it's bought online, they print it, they ship it, they handle all that stuff for you, and it makes it just a lot easier and more of like a passive stream of income. Usually small niche type stuff works well. Like if you have your own brand, like if you have a gaming channel or a YouTube channel or something, a great thing to do would be to make t-shirts. A lot of people do that. PewDiePie's done that. James Franco or Philip DeFranco's done that. If you have like a degree in a certain area, you know, like these engineer people, they made some funny engineer shirts. They did really well. Still do well as far as I know. A lot of people love cats. You could do cat t-shirts. Just stuff like that. A lot of times funny shirts or stuff that really reaches a certain niche. It does really well on this kind of stuff. And then you have like Zazzle is another one out there, and they make t-shirts, they make prints and napkins and business cards and all kinds of stuff out of your designs, and then you can sell them on demand. So that would be a really good way to go if you're artistic or you have a lot of, you know, ideas for stuff like that. So that's it for this video. Hopefully this was helpful for you, and I'll see you in the